know if everything is good here. Actually, let me pull this over here. Put that over. Hey, what's going on? What's up? What's going on? Good morning, XRP Army. Let me know if the internet is having a problem, because from what I heard, Xfinity is kind of messing up. So I might not have the best, uh, Wi-Fi, but I have a wired connection, so it should be a little bit better than what I'm experiencing through Wi-Fi. So please let me know if it's very glitchy, or if it's a little bit glitchy, or whatever. I want to, just stream for a little bit and see what's happening in the world of crypto. And make sure you guys hit that like button as soon as you get in here. The sound is okay. Okay, perfect. That's what I wanted to hear. Make sure you guys hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. Be a part of that. Arizona here, you're all good. It looks like it says excellent connection, but I see it spinning. So I don't know. I think it's getting better now. Okay, that's good to hear. We got 64 people that are here. Let me know your stance now. I know maybe you just clicked on the video because you're like, hey, Matt's live. I got a notification or something. If you are part of the notification squad, thank you for being a part of that. But yeah. So we got one glitch now. Now Greece. No, it's still tripping. Oh, well, I'm sorry. Hopefully it gets better and everything's fine, but it looks like it's okay. It says excellent connection, but things can go completely south in a hot second. So I hope you're right. I believe the arrows are pointing to XRP. I believe XRP is going to be way more valuable than a lot of people think, just because it's been held down for such a long time. I understand how even many people that are for it, they're like, oh well, I can't be a part of this because it's just taking too long. Maybe they were a part of it in 2021. It did nothing in 2021 because of how it was suppressed and the lawsuit that was taking place. And then obviously throughout the bear market, you're not going to see any type of major positivity there, which we did see some in 2023, which I can't say was the best year overall, but did end on a good note. And then 2024 obviously picked up quite a bit, but then we also saw in 2024 massive pullbacks from those levels. So hitting a $2.75 trillion market cap all the way down to a sub $2 trillion market cap, back up to a 2.45 or something like that, and then back down to a 2 trillion. So it's like it was definitely hit or miss there. Um, Likely winding up using whatever BRICS nations use, or more price per coin. What are you talking about? More market cap or more price per coin? I think it's going to be worth more market cap, definitely, which obviously brings it to price per coin as well. I don't think it's going to be worth more than Bitcoin price per coin. $67,000. I don't think so, unless you see a major amount of burns that are going through, which it is naturally deflationary. So you see burns that are happening with every transaction, but it's very minuscule. I think the amount of burns that we've had in totality is like in the millions, and the coin is in the billions. So it's not really, but with more transactions and more daily use, you see more of those burns that are going through as well. So that could always be an opportunity there. But when it comes to just being able to utilize it versus what Bitcoin can do, I feel like, yes, Bitcoin has that nostalgia, has that store of value, it's more similar to gold. But XRP can be used for spending money, everyday money that we normally spend. So it's definitely an interesting situation. Hey, bro, are you on X? I think I'm on X. I don't know. I haven't checked if I was on X. I should be. Yes. It looks like I'm live on X as well. I think I'm also live on Rumble, but I'm not 1,000% sure. And I'll say 1,000, but that could mean 100. Let's refresh this. Doesn't look like it's refreshing. Let me go ahead and do it that way. No, I guess I'm not live on Rumble right now, but I am live on X and live on YouTube. So Luna is due to get a burn of 250 billion before the end of the month. Will this cause the price to drop? If they have a burn of 250 billion, I haven't heard of this. I'm gonna have to like research that a little bit more because I haven't. I've been not removed from the game, but I've been trying to um, kind of remove myself a little bit with a lot of the conversations because I'm tired of the back and forth. It really got to me. Not saying like, oh, one side was wrong or I was wrong or whatever. It's just one side just didn't want to hear another side out. And there honestly shouldn't have been two sides. It should just be a meeting to where all of us are coming together and going, this is the way we see this going, and then have this discussion on whether you agree or disagree, and then ultimately come to a conclusion at that, and hear everyone out, see everything out. But that was it, bro. What is this caption, and what did I miss? You didn't miss anything right now. We're really just recapping kind of some things and talking about different things that are in the chat. But I did want to, dive into some more pro XRP, content and articles, and just have a discussion on whether you believe that Bitcoin is going to surpass or stay where it is as the number one dominant coin out there. If you think Ethereum is going to be there, if you think XRP, I want to know your opinion in the comment section if we talk about the next, or actually in the chat. I should probably put out a poll where I'll have XRP, I'll have BTC, and let's see if we can add an option. I'll add Ethereum. What coin let's will be number one? The next 5 years. Okay, we'll start that poll, and you guys can answer this poll if you want to. Make sure you hit the like button before you answer the poll or do anything. Feel free to hit the like button. It does help out with growth on the channel and all of that. So I appreciate you guys for being here and communicating and all of that. So yeah, we have 27 likes. I think XRP will replace the old, boring, and nasty Swift. Well, yeah, I mean, you look at that on a transaction basis, yes. So Luna is due to, I read that. If Ripple releases RL USD and all their trillions goes to RL USD, but not in XRP, that means XRP market cap will be just a 2x or 3x. So no. Yes, RL USD will be kind of that go-to as a stabilizer, more or less, and XRP will be there as the first option for transactions, right? You understand that if you want, let's say, if I'm in crypto and I'm like, hey, I want to have cryptocurrency, but I also want to make sure that I'm ready to buy cryptocurrency, but I don't want this money that I'm ready to buy with or move with or do anything with. I don't want it to lose value or anything. And that's where kind of that stablecoin really comes into play in my mind when I look at that, as well as a swapping mechanism for many different places. It's just a way of kind of the XRPL to be a major part of the crypto world, rather than just being its own separate thing. It's a part of everything. So you do a transaction and buy BTC. You're buying BTC, but you're using RL USD in order to do that. So the one issue that we've seen with any other stablecoin that has come up is the inability to compete with USDT and USDC, the top two that are there. Yes, they still live, they still thrive, and still do what they're doing, but they'll never be that go-to, right? And I think what RLUSD is trying to do is be that go-to, and the way that you do that is be implemented into some of these exchanges as the go-to option. And once you have that, you establish it there, then you can establish it in bigger exchanges and bigger exchanges and bigger exchanges. And then it's the go-to where everybody's like, this money is safe, because there's a lot of people that still don't trust Tether. And if they still don't trust Tether, they're going to go to the other option, which is USDC. Now, there's also some people that don't trust USDC. So now they need that second option or third option, and RL USD could be that. So it's I don't know. That's the way that I look at it. But again, there's so many ways to slice it, and I think it'll be good either way. By the way, just notice that XRP is running in the BNB blockchain contract, or am I wrong? I thought that XRP has its own blockchain. Is that in Ripple's plans? I don't know the answer to that. If you go over to XRP, I haven't ever seen it on that side, but yeah, I haven't ever seen it there. So I don't know what you're saying there. If it is running in the Binance Smart Chain or on the BNB side of things, I don't see that. But again, um, I may be wrong. Um, it's got 100% Paige Schiller. This guy has been shilling bull crap forever. He will never look at a project without money in hand first. I don't even know what that means, but if that's the way that you feel, then feel free to leave. I'm not that at all. Um, I make sure that everybody else has an opportunity. The world is full of opportunities, and I think there's a lot of things that you can learn from the mistakes maybe that some people make, mistakes that I make as well. When let's say you invest into something, anything, right? You invest into Amazon. Amazon runs by 200% and you decide that you don't want to sell it. Then it ends up decreasing down and you don't lose money, but you lose the opportunity of gaining that 200%. Was that Amazon's fault with the fact that it fell down by 200%? Maybe the overall business, but it's also about the people that wanted to take profit. This is a kind of a kill or be killed market, and more or less in everything. When you invest into something, right? Let's say you buy something and people are buying it up, and you're like, oh, I have the chance to sell at a way higher price. Know that that's going up because somebody else in the world, somebody else bought. So when you have $1 and you get it up to a value of $10, somebody bought that at $10, meaning that you're taking from that person. So does that mean that you're in the wrong from taking from that person that bought at $10, or did they just not, you know, I wouldn't say use their brain, or did they not think about it and think that it was going to continue to increase and you decided to take that profit? This is filled with opportunities, right? And I think a lot of other people that are a part of the things that I, talk about, I tell them to take those opportunities. This is why I say develop an exit strategy. This is why I say, be a part of, something that you see yourself not only in for a long time, but also see, an exit plan to where you can gain profit from. That's what this whole thing is about. Investing is about gaining profit. It's not about you holding on to something until everyone in the world makes. There's no way that everybody's going to make money from a project or from an investment. There's no way. So while you're hoping for that to go up, somebody's buying at that price that you're looking to sell at. So this is why I say develop an exit strategy, because you're not going to sell everything, but you're going to hold on to something knowing that it's going to continue to increase, showing that you believe it's going to continue to increase. If you sell everything, you don't believe that, which I've never sold everything. I still have all of my XRP. I still have all my Terra Luna Classics. I still have SHIB as well. I still have, you know, I was gonna say XRP, but I just said XRP. I have BNB. I have Ethereum. I have a lot of projects. It's okay to just feel butthurt if you've been hurt by a project that you invested high at. It's fine, but you don't have to attack people because of it. Banks and institutions just want the technology that Ripple has and use it for RDL and the other future stablecoins of the CBDC. and not the native token in XRP itself. That's very interesting. I mean, I really don't know how that would be. I mean, I guess that could be the case, but we would have to dive into how that would truly happen and the mechanics behind that, because I've never done that. But from what I understand and the different messages that I've heard and read and seen, this is not really the plan. But you know, as just as well as I do, that just because you have a plan or just because they have a plan doesn't mean that it goes according to that plan, right? Um, so we'll see how everything plays out, but I know 100% that XRP is going to be highly valuable in this market and will be the top cryptocurrency that's out there, in my opinion, right? I want to know what everybody else thinks. There's a lot of people that say right now the poll says that 61% say XRP will be the number one cryptocurrency in the next 5 years with 98 votes. BTC is second, Ethereum with a 3%. Honestly, I don't see with Ethereum being 3%. I expected Ethereum to be two. I expected either Ethereum and XRP, and then Bitcoin number three, because Bitcoin really doesn't have any value outside of being that store of value, being kind of comparable to gold. What else does it really offer? You're not going to go to the store and utilize Bitcoin to purchase something, right? You're basically going to be in the same boat that you're in now with the banks, where it's not direct. It seems like it's direct, where you're giving your money directly to them, but it's pending. It takes a while to go through. It comes out of your account. The bank recognizes it. There's a middleman, but the point is that it doesn't fully come out and it doesn't hit their account for days after. So and for Bitcoin, it could be multiple minutes afterwards. And if you're looking to do quick transactions, it could take a very long time. However, XRP would be very fast, and Ethereum also has gained speed with layer 2. So guys, we have 165 people that are here. Please hit that like button. I would like to get up to 100 likes. If you could get me there, I would appreciate it. Matt Snow Schiller, thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. That's what. Wait, that people said XRP will be left behind. No way, because you still don't get it. Because for every transaction on XRPL, XRP is needed. Very true. Not feeling very okay with SHIB, to be honest. Mistrain and gains. Yeah, I mean, there was definitely a lot of opportunity. I could have had Shiba Inu at a very low price, and many people told me about it, but I was like, no, no, I'm gonna not do that. And it's because I wasn't 100% comfortable with crypto during that time, right? In 2020, I wasn't fully comfortable with cryptocurrency. I had some, but I didn't like it wasn't my main focus. My main focus was in the stock market, day trading, swing trading, as well as long-term investing, and making sure my Roth IRA and many portfolios are up to speed, and even the 529 accounts that I have for the kids, making sure those are in the right standings. But I missed a huge opportunity with SHIB, and I'm very upset. I chose not to do that, but it was for good reason. I didn't understand it, and if you don't understand it, you can't hate yourself for it. I am a Trump supporter and an XRP holder and supporter. We have read that Chris Larson donated $10 million to Kamala Harris, and maybe it's something to where money from, like, I guess crypto or pro crypto people or investors wants to flow into both sides, depending on, and not even depending on who wins. It's just no matter who wins, because they want crypto. Crypto is a main part of these campaigns, part of this election. So I don't want to make this into Trump 2020 or Harris 2020 or 2024 or whatever. I don't want to make this into this. But I'm pro crypto, and I want to see the positives with crypto. I really want to see it flow, and I'm also pro good idea, and whatever I feel like is good ideas. I don't attack anybody for who they like and who they vote for. I'm not that type of person. My family is mixed. and it's perfectly fine with me. I mean, they attack me all the time where I'm like, oh, I'll talk, I'll say something, negative about Harris or negative about Trump, and they'll be like, oh, well, you're voting for the other side. I'm like, I'm not going to tell you who I'm voting for, but what I will tell you is whether I'm positive or negative towards the things that they are saying. So it's all about being supportive of what I want, my family wants, what is good for, I believe, the nation as well. And crypto is going to be huge for this world, not just the U.S. So I can't wait. The audio's cutting in and out. It shouldn't. Blah blah blah. It looks like the audio is fine. It looks like it, but two people are saying it, bad audio. So either way, um, I want to see crypto be at the forefront, and it seems like it is conversation wise, but I want to see that continue because there have been times where things were at the forefront, but it was just to kind of get through the election and gather those supporters, and then everything fell off. Whether it's Democratic side or Republican side, it has been the same way for the longest period of time. So, anyways, can XLM be an alternate coin to XRP to hold since they have almost the same use case? I mean, yes, it from what I've seen within it, it has even the same support group. It's not even about just being similar in that way. It's more about having the kind of the same investors that believe this, and this, right? XRP, XLM, XDC. There's just many of the same investors in all. It's kind of like being in meme coins in a way, where you're invested in one meme coin, you want to be a part of all of them so you don't miss the opportunity. You want to be a part of Shiba Inu and Dogecoin and Pepe and Floki and all of those. Anyways, let's see where XRP is. We haven't even gone into where the market stands. So XRP currently stands at 53. Let me go ahead and refresh this. It's 53 cents. It's down about 2% today, and also the volume is down by 15%, but it's at a $1.1 billion market cap, or $1.1 billion volume day, a $30 billion market cap. You are seeing the circulating supply. I did talk about this multiple times. It did increase the last time I looked at it, or the lowest point that I looked at it, was like 56.56. So 56 billion 560 million coins that were out there, and now it's 56 billion 710 billion, or somewhere around that range, right? I guess they rounded up, so it's 56 billion 706 million total coins that are out there in circulating supply. If we look at the last 7 days, it is slightly down by 1%. The last month, it's down by 9%. And the last year, it's up by 3%. XRP definitely has not moved. In the you've seen it get up to 70 cents. You've seen it go down to 40 cents. You've seen it, the ebbs and flows of the market, and also the suppression of XRP. And it's just been flowing around in the same range, right? It's like 70 cents, back down to 40, back up to 70, back down to 40, up to 60, 65, and then back down to 50. So it really hasn't exploded. We haven't seen that God candle yet for XRP, and we're expecting to see that, anytime soon, especially when altcoin season happens. And know that we are not in altcoin season. Many people believe that, altcoin season, or this altcoin season, is going to be the largest and most explosive and most impactful. And I agree. I think it's going to be that level. But we're still not in altcoin season yet, right? Bitcoin's dominance is 57.27%, and it's increasing. We want to see that dominance decrease. And it doesn't mean that Bitcoin has to decrease. It just means that a lot of other things are increasing more. Usually you'll see Bitcoin kind of stay steady, decrease a little bit, but more or less be in more a consolidation phase until the next pickup for Bitcoin. But during the end of the last bull run, when we did see altcoin season happen, and things like Ethereum and, AVAX and many plays were running to higher levels, you saw Bitcoin at like a 30+% dominance, which is fantastic, because then it brings out a larger market share in many other plays. So we want to see that dominance decrease, but we haven't really seen it decrease 57% is still very, very high, honestly, aggressively high. So yeah, that's where that stands. We also see Bitcoin that's slightly up. We see Ethereum that's down by 1%, and that's probably where most of that dominance increase is coming from. Because Ethereum, the move you have $316 billion market cap, so the market cap moves are massive for Ethereum as well as being massive for Bitcoin. So you're also seeing Solana that's up to $170. I'm glad to see that. I don't know if I have any Solana over in my Margex account. I do. I have $100 that I put in there at a 5x leverage at $113. It's currently at 170. I should have bought more. I do like Solana. I just felt like Solana was going to come down maybe a little bit more, down to closer to 100 before I was going to throw like 200 or 300 into it. But either way, still 100 to 5x leverage. I'm up by 244% there. So that's good to see. If you guys want a link to Margex, it's in the chat. It's in the description as well, and you can sign up and do 5 to 10 to 50 to even 100x leverage depending on what you're investing into. But yeah, where was I at? So XRP is slightly down by 2%. You got AVAX that's slightly up. You got Cardano that's up. I want to see that move as well, and it hasn't. Shiba Inu up by 0.12%. Chainlink is up by a lot. What's actually moving the most? PopCat, you have Uniswap, you have Beam that's up by 6%. Caspa is also up by 5.6%. That's good to see. Aptos, Chainlink, Jupiter, Solana, so on and so forth. Let's see, what are people saying right now? October is almost gone. Brace for Moonvember. I'd be surprised if it hits $1 by 2030. I mean, that's definitely your opinion. You would be surprised if it hits $1 by 2030. That's a little much. How in the world of sports could it ever be worth in the world of sports could it ever be worth 5x more than Bitcoin? This is absolutely ridiculous. I look. This is my opinion. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. The reason why I think that is because of what Bitcoin is used for now and what XRP will be used for in the future and what Bitcoin will be used for in the future. Bitcoin will have the same, not the same value, but the same use case in a way that it has now, that it will later, right? It's not going to be changed. It's going to be the same. For XRP, we see the future potential. We see all the different things that can be implemented. It doesn't mean that it is, but it's saying that it can be implemented. And where Ripple is heading with all of the partnerships, all of the connections, all of the use cases, and many things that they're doing, it's showing that Ripple will have more value and more of an impact just by hitting many places and being able to transact in many places. And that's why I feel as though, Bitcoin could be up to a $2 trillion market cap, right? But I expect, XRP to be at a $10 trillion market cap, or 20 or 30, right? You're looking at something that you don't just look at as how we look at many things in the crypto market. It's XRP could be the vision that we had for what crypto could be, right? Overall, what crypto could be. And that's to say, hey, I want to buy this Samsung smart ring and I don't want to pay cash with it, right? I want to buy it with crypto. And you're now spending your XRP to do that. And it's a faster way of doing it. It's a more efficient way of doing it. It's a safer way of doing it than you going through your banks. And honestly, you holding your money even with those banks that are loaning out your money 10 times over. And if you wanted to take all your money out at one time, they'll fight you for your own money, which is ridiculous. So that's kind of the mindset that we all want to have in crypto, is to be able to utilize it as a natural digital currency and be that world currency. We hardly use cash anymore. I mean, there's still a lot of people and vendors that take cash, and will gladly take cash, but there's many places, like we go to Hershey Park, multiple times a year, and they're completely cashless. That's one step towards the digital side of things. However, this is, obviously digital banking, right? You're doing everything with kind of virtual IOUs in a way, and you're just taking your money that they say you have and you're putting it over there, even though it's not necessarily the actual transfer of anything of value in your wallets. It's theirs, right? It's the bank's in a way. You try and take out $100,000, they're gonna take your money, or they're gonna hold your money, and they're gonna say, "Well, are you being held for ransom? No. Why do you need this much money?" They're gonna interrogate you over the fact that you need your $10,000 or $100,000. I want to buy something, and I don't need you questioning me for it. That's all I care about. You're the middleman just holding my money, right? And I'm the one that's going to be using it. So don't question me at all. How many XRP coins are needed to satisfy the holders? So when you say that, do you mean like how many XRP coins are needed for you to become wealthy? Is that what you're saying? Or to make a significant amount of money? Honestly, you don't need a crazy amount. With many things that could happen, there could be an instance to where you only need 10,000 or you only need 1,000, right? There's been a lot of documentation where people have said that you only need 1,000 coins to become wealthy. And this doesn't mean that you'll 100% become a millionaire. It just means that you can make tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars from you investing in 1,000 XRP over time. It's like, if you look at some of the breakdowns, like if I don't know if I even have it anymore. I don't have it anymore. Let me see if I can go Control Z. So if you look at some of the breakdowns, like I did one for Ethereum recently that I posted a shorts video for Ethereum talking about investing $100 into Ethereum. And if you invested $100 into Ethereum in August of 2015, a lot of people would have said you're crazy for buying $100 worth. You have 81 or $82 here, or 82 Ethereum here, and it's not going to be worth anything. That's what people would say. But in January of 2018, which would be 3 years, 1,000, just over time, it compounds. Over time, it turns to a massive level based on the use that you have there, based on the popularity. Same thing goes for Bitcoin. Same thing goes for even Dogecoin, right, in 2013. So the point is, when you invest into something, it doesn't necessarily mean that you invest into it for just the next year, because the next year might not be as satisfying as you think it's going to be. But the next 5 years might be amazing. The next 10 years might be the best investment you ever made in your life. You look at the Winklevoss twins. They did the same thing, right? They invested into Bitcoin, threw a lot of money into Bitcoin, and now look at them, right? I mean, they were already well off going to Harvard and had money anyways, but now they have more money than the money that they came in with, than their family came in with from college. It's just like, that's amazing. I wouldn't say it's an amazing story, because they were already well off and they just became more well off. But still, 60K tokens is top 1%. Yeah, so if you have 60K, you're up in the top 1%. If you have 10,000 coins, I think you should be perfectly fine. If you have 3,000 coins, I would say anywhere in the range of 1,000 to 3,000 is definitely comfortable. If you get to 10,000, you start to get to those higher tiers, to where now you can have a solid exit plan to really benefit your life in the end, and also benefit your strategies for other cryptocurrencies as well. I think altcoin season will be now to March. Right now to March of 2025. That's a short altcoin season. I don't know if I I don't know if I 100% agree with that. I feel like Bitcoin will definitely get to a way higher value and being worth, maybe 2, 3 trillion, something like that, or maybe between that. But then you'll see kind of I wouldn't say a fall off, but a consolidation point where then you'll see altcoin season that does happen. And maybe we're not there yet, or maybe this is the consolidation that we're seeing for Bitcoin, and we should see altcoin season that arises at the end of this year, in the next 2 months. It's basically the end of October here. It's October 22nd right now, and we have November, we have December, and then we have this new year. I know in October, November time frame, that's when a lot of people believe that Bitcoin was going to blow up, as well as altcoins were going to make a move. Are we going to see Bitcoin make a huge move at the end of this year and then altcoins thrive in 2025? Honestly, I couldn't tell you. No one truly knows what's going to happen, but I could lie to you and say, yeah, it's going to happen. But I really don't know. Just like other people, I don't know. They don't know. The Tivian Show. Hey, 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 everybody. How you doing? Um, they're going to be a cyber attack soon. You think there's going to be a cyber attack? November. Price does not matter. What do you mean price does not matter? Usually it's the people say that market cap doesn't matter there. I remember when Bitcoin was at $5, didn't get in because of all the FUD, people calling it fake money, and look at it now. Yeah, how to follow you on X. If you click on X, my X account, which should be in my description, you should be able to follow me, or just type in Perry8K and it'll come up. But yeah, I remember that too. I honestly I got my first look into cryptocurrency when Bitcoin went up to a massive level. I can't remember where it went to. It might have been like $2,000 or something, or 20,000, but then came back down to 2,000, and I had enough money to buy myself 2 Bitcoin if I wanted to. And my one friend was telling me I should buy it because it's going to be worth so much more. And I was like, I don't understand it. Why is it going to be worth so much more? And they're like, oh, you're going to use it. It's going to become the world currency one day, and all that. And then I read all this into it, that it would be slow as a world currency. It also wouldn't be efficient, energy efficient for the world. And it's not like, I read all of these different things and I was like, okay, well, maybe not. But I don't know why people are loving this so much. Is it something that's just speculative and ran to a ridiculous level? Because it did, right? And then it came back down because it came back down to reality. Is that the case? So I was like, I'll be hands off because I only have like $5,000 in my possession, and I'm a college student at that moment. I'm like, I can't just remake the $5,000. I mean, I could in the future, but honestly, that would have been my best investment by far. I would have had north of $100,000 to kind of play around with, and honestly, I don't know if I would have, because if I saw it up to $30,000, I probably would have just sold it anyways. So I don't know. I really don't know. Um, but I had the opportunity and I chose not to. Your audio is terrible. I don't know why. It says that my audio is fine. Am I not? Is it because the mic is not low enough or something? I don't want to lower it too much. Now the mic's in the frame. It's right there, and I could see it um, working. I don't know. I'm sorry. I apologize. I have I've had 200 Bitcoin on my laptop and lost, I lost in a house fire. Fire or frame? Were you trying to say fire? That sucks. No movement for XRP for a long time now. Not sure if number one is even possible. I mean, Sorry about that. Audio is fine. Audio on your side is fine. Okay, audio is good. All right. So I don't know. Sounds good here. CRO. Um, Club CRO, your XRP updates. I haven't talked about CRO in a while. Yeah, that sucks that you would lose Bitcoin, especially having 200 of it. I don't mean to laugh, but it like horrible things do happen. Um, and I hope that you catch a bigger break later on in life or even tomorrow. But the audio is immaculate on my Samsung S24 Ultra, fully paid. Why you had to throw that all in there, flexing on people? Oh, I wanted to make a video about the fact that I didn't make it. I started recording it, but I didn't make it. And honestly, I'm upset at myself because I wanted to do a delivery day video, but I didn't. But I recently bought a Tesla for me, and I'm very happy with that car. I got the Model 3 Performance. I was going to get a Cybertruck, but then I chose not to because they're in Foundation Series. I just couldn't deal with the panel gaps and all the issues that people were talking about. Also, the ridiculous price. Um, the ridiculous price. It was like the total was like $104,000. That's after taxes and all of that stuff. So I was like, no, I'm not doing that, especially if you might not get the best quality. So what I would do is, if I did really want one, is to wait multiple years and multiple iterations and then go about that. But I love the Model 3. I've been driving it for about almost a month now, and I want to put out a video, um, talking about getting that car, but I forgot to record the delivery day video because I didn't bring my glasses. I have my um, Ray-Ban glasses that have the camera in there, but yeah, I didn't end up doing it. So I was upset at myself, but the whole delivery process, everything was phenomenal, and I absolutely love the car as well. Do you charge it at home? Yes, I do. I also saw some videos where people were like, if you do it on primarily superchargers, you can mess up your battery a lot because it's not meant to be supercharged every single time. So yeah, I have a level 2 charger at home, which putting in that charger was freaking expensive. I would have done it myself if I didn't have to put in a surge protector for the house. If I didn't have to put that in, I would have put it in myself because it was like $2,000 to put in the charger, and that's not even including the charger cost. Actually, you know what it is? Uh, it was 2,100 including the charger cost, and I was like, "This is ridiculous. The charger only cost $500, so everything else costs triple what the charger cost." Um, don't get me wrong, XRP is full of utility and has a great future, but as for now, too much holding it back. So I wouldn't put all my money in this coin at this moment in time. Just some advice. I totally understand. I love the fact that you came here with an attitude to where it's not like an attack. You know what I mean? There's people out there that will just go, "You're making a huge mistake. You suck for doing whatever." Like, I understand where people are coming from. Just word it in uh, a good way. Like, don't come here and attack anybody. And I love the way that you worded that. I don't 100% agree. I think there is something or things that are holding it back, especially the SEC. But typically, when the SEC or when the government tries to hold something back so much, that means that they see something in XRP that um, that maybe even we don't see. And if they feel as though the impact of XRP could have had they could have had a massive impact over this time, even the bear market. So they needed them in the lawsuit, because honestly, this lawsuit is just about, at this point, it's just about them getting this certain amount of money. It's not about legal clarity. The only thing that it's about is them getting more and more money. It's not about XRP being not a security, because it's not a security, and they're not going to challenge that. So it's only about the sale to institutions and them gathering $2 billion. That's all they want. But what XRP and what Ripple are trying to do is get regulatory clarity, get an understanding of what isn't a security. How can you fight against doing this the next time? Is it just a sale directly to institutions? You can't do that. But if institutions go out and buy it outright, that's fine. We don't fully know. That's, I think, the issue. So, hey, when will XRP go up to a level of cash out? That all depends on your levels. For me, I have multiple levels for XRP, and I think I don't even know where they are, because I deleted that, which sucks. Um, but I have multiple levels of cashing out, whether that was at a level of $5 or a level of $10, or level of $20. Because once it hits, for me, because I have 90,000, right? 10,000 that's sitting over in my Ledger wallet. I have 90,000 that I'm looking to do something with, and not care about that being held forever. Um, so I can do so much with that as we hit some certain levels. We hit an all-time high of, let's say, $4. That'll be worth $360,000. Do I take at that moment? No. I look at a level of $5, and that's where I decide to take some. You see $10, and that's $900,000, or $20, which could be 1.8 million. So I'm expecting a lot from the 10,000 that I hold over here, but the 90,000 would love to turn that into hundreds or millions of dollars. Um, Hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars. We have 205 people that are here. If you could hit the like button and hit the subscribe button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you want to check out my link for Margex in the chat, feel free to do so. If you want to answer the poll as well, I know there's a lot to do. You're probably like, I didn't come here for homework. No, if you want to answer the poll, if you believe that XRP is going to be number one in the next 5 years, or Bitcoin or Ethereum, let me know. It looks like 4% for Ethereum right now, 28% for Bitcoin, and 68% for XRP. Hey brother, I just subscribed to your channel and I'm new to crypto. What do you think of Litecoin? Should we wait for the next dip to get in? Honestly, I think Litecoin is at a good price. I think my average for Litecoin definitely has dropped, because I bought a lot more Litecoin, but I still have. I want to find my. I don't know if I'm logged in right now. Um, because I have Litecoin that's sitting in my Ledger wallet, and then I also have um, Litecoin that I'm holding on Coinbase. And let's see, I have 33 Litecoin that's over on Coinbase. I don't know what my cost basis is. Let's check that out. My cost basis is actually $79, so it's higher than where we are right now. Um, Meaning that I'm currently down on my Litecoin, but I do have other Litecoin I have like 100 over in my Ledger wallet. I'm looking to hold that for a very long time, and I think Litecoin still has a lot of potential, a lot of room to run. Um, and we've seen kind of the glimpse of that with the last bull run. We're going to see more of that this bull run, because it is, in as I look at it, a part of the, when you think of an original three, right, for um, cryptocurrency, even though that's not the case, my mind always goes straight to Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then it goes to Litecoin, right? You understand that XRP is there, you understand that BNB is there, you understand that Solana is not original three, but is up there, right? So you look at that, but my head always goes from Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin. That's how I look at it. And you're always going to see that for not only nostalgia reasons, but also for use case reasons. It's better. It's a better performing Bitcoin in a way. Um, Litecoin is BTC's older brother. Older brother? I would say Bitcoin is the older brother. Litecoin is the younger brother. You're spot on. I'm trying to suck more cash out of XRP. Question is, why all this attention on XRP by the SEC? That's the real question. Why all this attention by the SEC? And I think it's because the closest thing to replacing the US dollar, the closest thing to replacing what they know as something, their unlimited money printer, is XRP. They know that we're tired of having the unlimited money printer and having the inflation, and with something like XRP, as long as all of the coins are out there, you don't have that level of inflation that's being created, right? Because you're not printing any more XRP. You have the XRP that's out there, 100 billion. You cannot make any more, right? With many others that are out there, you could still make more. Even I believe Solana, you can do that. So it's the closest thing to XRP, or closest thing to the US dollar, is XRP, to replacing that. And I think that's where their fear is, especially with all the popularity, all of the heads around it that are not only tired about it, but trying to find the solution. But that's where they're looking to give others time to come up with something that they could manage, right? That they could look into and go, we want to hold the majority of it so we can be that money printer in a way in crypto as well. Because if they have a stable coin that is fast enough, right? And you can print an unlimited amount depending on if it's, tied to gold or tied to even the US dollar, whatever. They can find a way to inflate that. They can find a way to, just continue to print more or make more. And that's what they don't want, is the change of this process that they know and love. So when worse comes to worse, so they get in trouble, the banks could be bailed out. But if that becomes an issue with, XRP, the banks cannot be bailed out. The only way they would be bailed out is if somebody with a lot of money decides to, bail them out in a large way. But you won't have that. You'll just have bank failures if they decide to do it that way. Or they'll be a lot more cautious on the deals that they're making and the loans that they're putting out. So that's just the way that I see it all come together. But again, it's just my opinion. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. I'm not going to tell you that you're wrong for saying what you say. We can disagree, but no one truly knows exactly what's going to happen. But the SEC definitely has some sort of grudge and some sort of feeling about Ripple and XRP in general, that they want to kind of exclude it from being tradable and holdable and usable. I mean, that's the way that I look at it. I'm dreaming. I mean, yeah, I could dream. After Bitcoin has the last gas, it's going to zero. What do you mean last? Like when they mine the last Bitcoin, which is going to take a very long time. Someone doesn't want anyone to know about this gem. Yes, exactly. There's a token called XDC, which does exactly the same thing as XRP, uses the same technology at the same speed, if not better. No one talks about it. Plus, it's not on many exchanges. I've heard many people talk about it. I've heard many people have gains from it, but I don't know how many exchanges it's actually on. Let's check XDC. I've talked about XDC a couple of times on this channel. It's currently at a $409 million market cap with $8 million worth of volume, and that's probably due to not being on many tier 1 or S tier exchanges. It has no S tier exchanges. You have tier 1 like KuCoin and MEXC, and you can even say BingX is one, or depending, right? You have Bybit, where majority of that volume is happening there. but you don't have any S tier exchanges that I would put or classify as S tier exchanges, which there's only two. It's Binance and it's Coinbase. So if we go into some other things here, we have some articles here. Some different maybe pro things, maybe negative things on XRP. Expert criticizes XRP shares only way XRP can pump. Hypothetical path through which XRP could pump. Amid this, you had, how do you say his name? Pizzino question XRP's ability to achieve significant price movements without a radical shift in its popular narrative. Specifically, he suggested that XRP might need to embrace meme coin status to experience the kind of speculative price surges that have propelled other cryptocurrencies in the recent times. If XRP changed from a fake financial coin to a fully fledged meme coin, it would have a chance of pumping. Pizzino, see this right here is an uneducated statement. Yes, having popularity does grow cryptocurrency, but XRP has a massive level of popularity. There's nobody fighting that. And thinking that XRP is a fake financial coin, knowing that Ripple has a full payment option under their belt and have massive partnerships with banks and institutions, that's a fully uneducated opinion on what XRP is and what even Ripple is in general. So I don't agree with this at all, but everybody is entitled to their own opinion, right? If you have an opinion and you feel like if it develops meme coin status that it would get there, meme coins have one goal, and that is to reach a certain price that the meme coin gods have created, right? So for Dogecoin, it's to get to $1, right? You get to $1, what happens then? Do you see anything further than that? Or do people look at that as this is the end all be all, this is the highest price, get out now while you still can? And it's probably the second option. That's typically how meme coins roll. Now, when you have something as big as Dogecoin or Shiba Inu that kind of start the meme coin trend, you're always going to have popularity. And then once you reach that level of $1, it's about the swings, and it's also about now establishing a new goal for that meme coin. That's not what XRP is. That's not what Ripple is all about. Ripple is all about innovating. It's all about changing. It's all about creating something new or a newer way of doing transactions, simple transactions that we do now, but have a middleman and have a longer process. And to say that it's a fake financial coin is absolutely ridiculous. I don't even have to go into much more of that. The statement implies that XRP's current position as a utility-driven token for traditional financial market may be holding it back from gaining the explosive attention that meme coins have enjoyed, but it's not a meme coin. For context, meme coins like With, right, Dog with Hat, and Pepe have consistently among the best performing crypto assets this year. They boast year-to-date returns of 1,525% and 640% respectively. However, this is merely another attempt at a jab at XRP. Again, that's kind of what it seems like it is. Is just a simple, hey, this is XRP should be a meme coin, so let's classify it as that. And again, people can have their own opinion, but I don't agree with that at all. Let me know if you guys agree with it. Do you think XRP is a meme coin, or do you think it actually has utility there? How much XRP paying you? They're not paying me anything. There's always plays that people are bigger fans of than others, right? And I have many of those. I invest into a lot of different cryptocurrencies, not Bitcoin, but many altcoins. And XRP, I'm holding a lot of it. I have a lot of it in my ledger account. I have 10,000 in my ledger account, and I have 90,000 in my possession for more of the short term. And yeah, XRP is not paying me at all. I wish they were, because I would gladly talk about them, right? Because I like XRP. So if Ripple says, hey, we want to pay you for, the work that you're doing, I'll gladly take it, and I will tell you guys how much they're paying me. I won't tell you how much because that might be a breach of contract. But what I would do is tell you that they are paying me. I wouldn't like hold that information from you, but they're not paying me. Like I said, I wish, because I was going to talk about them anyways, and if they're going to pay me for it, then I'll take that any day of the week. So XRP was made for banks and large institutions, not everyday people. UBI is coming for you, like it or not. Okay. Hey brother, what do you think of an 8-year stake in ICP and 18 that I'm holding? What do I think of ICP basically? So ICP has an unlimited supply, I believe, right? Yes, they have an unlimited supply. Let me actually go and check and make sure I'm verifying that. ICP has an unlimited max supply. That is probably my only gripe with ICP. When I first held ICP, it had the same amount of coins as Ethereum, which was like 112 or 100 and something million coins. And I was like, this has the potential to really run back to some of those previous levels without factoring in the max supply and how much they're implementing there. The circulating supply, they have 473, total supply 524. But their max supply is infinite. This meaning that they could basically do what the US dollar or what countries have done to kind of devalue their currency. And it's not saying that they wanted to devalue their currency, they just didn't have enough money, so they had to keep printing more money and keep making up things. Kind of what the US does in a way, but they do it in more of a way to control things. And this is a problem because then while you're an investor, you may see the value in utilizing it, but you don't see the value in the growth of the price, because they continue to print more means that the price goes down, right? The market cap stays the same, price goes down. That's not something that I can live with. I hate things that have a max supply or have no max supply, but it's not saying that we won't see so much more in the future. It's not saying that we won't see growth. It's just that growth could be diluted, and could is a strong enough reason for me to say no. But it doesn't mean that it will happen. And if you believe that it won't happen, then fully go for it. I'm not going to tell you not to do it. I'm just telling you what I wouldn't do. But for the longest time, I've liked ICP, and I like the growth in the community and the volume that happens within it. It's just I can't get over the max supply there, and lack thereof, actually. Damn, 100K XRP. Yeah, I mean, I spent $50,000 on XRP because that's my major player, right? I'm an XRP, what they call an XRP maxi, right? I like XRP. I talk about XRP. I want to know more and more about what the parent company is doing, what the SEC is fighting against, why they're fighting against that. How can XRP explode? Is it going to be more valuable than where it stands today? I want to know everything about it. And it's because I believe in it. It's not because anybody's paying me. Like I said, I wish, because I was going to talk about XRP regardless, and I think they know that, right? If they were looking for marketing, they're probably not going to come my way, because they're like, he's probably going to talk about XRP no matter what we do, so we're just not going to pay him, and then he could talk about XRP like he was going to do if we did pay him. So I wish that they paid me. So XRP, or Ripple, if you're listening to this, if you need some constant marketing, I'm going to talk about your project regardless. Or you know what? Maybe I should take the opposite route. If you're watching this, I'm not going to talk about XRP ever again unless you give me some money. Anyways, we have 188 people that are here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. We have 1, 2, 3 likes. We have 123 likes, which is cool. I like seeing that there. Caspa is good. Caspa is good. I have 10,000 Caspa. Honestly, I wanted to buy more. I just missed an opportunity. I was going to buy about $5,000 worth while it was around the 3 cent mark, and I was waiting for it to come down to 3.9 cents, and it came down to, or no, I was waiting for it to come down to 3.7 or 3.3. I don't know, but it came down to like 3.9, and I ended up not buying it because it didn't come down to my price point that I wanted to buy at, which I guess sucks, even though I knew it was going to get to a higher level and still has so much more potential to grow a lot further. I made a mistake by not, putting that much money there. But I did buy about $1,000 worth at a level of like 10 cents. So it gave me 10,000 coins or so. Stop negotiating against yourself, Matt. I don't know what to do. How can I get them to pay me for what I'm going to talk about anyways? Please help me. Question: why don't you eliminate these haters? Definitely, they don't appreciate all the hard work you go through to give us all this information in regards to crypto. Period. Thank you. I mean, I don't generally like to just get people out of here. I don't like to just ban people that quick. I like to hear them out, and I want both sides here. I don't want just all positives, right? I want people to come through and say, "Hey, did you know XRP or Ripple did this, or do you know that this project would be way better in place of XRP?" And then I can do my research based on that negative information that comes in. I want to hear both sides of the story, right? I want to hear the positives and the negatives, but I just don't want to be attacked for it, right? People that are saying you're stupid for holding XRP, that's not helpful to anybody at all, not even yourself. So I typically will give them the chance to kind of clarify what they mean by that. And if they are given that chance and they squander that opportunity, then I do decide to ban them at that moment. But yeah, I understand where you're coming from. Most people would just go, "Oh, you're talking negatively about this, or you hate on what I do. Get out of here." But I want to give people a chance, as best a chance as possible, and then we can go from there. I watch you all the time. I like your show. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. I'm all in. I get it. The old eggs and wait. I get it. The old eggs in a basket. I don't know what you're talking about. Like you put all your eggs in a basket. Can you do a video on how to do an exit strategy? This is my biggest fear, as I own a fair bit of XRP, and I don't want to mess it up. Thanks, Matt. Yeah, I mean, I think the exit strategy is definitely mental, right? When you think of people that made a ton of money, the only one that comes to mind, I'm sorry to come at the Dogecoin millionaire, because many people have made videos about what he has done with Dogecoin and the fact that he's, I believe, still holding Dogecoin. And I think Dogecoin is definitely going to run. He's going to gain all that money back. But from what he could have done during that high time to the low time, many people told him to do the same thing and create an exit strategy. But you think about it, and it's like he got up to $3 million and brings it all the way back down to like sub 500,000. And while it still is worth more than what he invested, it's significantly less than where it was at $3 million. So no one wants to be in that same situation to where they're not taking profit accordingly. But it is all mental because what you're going to see is, let's say you have you invest $1,000, it turns to $100,000. Well, it still has the opportunity to grow to $1 million, but you haven't taken any of your initial investment, you haven't taken any profit, and you're just going to sit on $100,000, a 100x gain, and go, "Oh, well, it can still increase." Yes, that is a possibility. It can still increase, but you have to, if it's an investment that you're making that's supposed to be not crazy long term, then take your profit, right? Not saying it's, some things that you invest into are just going to tank and not be worth that ever again. When you're dealing with a utility project, you're dealing with a long-term aspect of it, so it's going to be worth a heck of a lot more 5 to 10 years from now. But it's definitely all mental, because when you see that 100,000, I don't know about you, but I want to take it. I don't ever see $100,000 in one investment. If I invested $50,000 into it, then yes, I could see $100,000. But if that $50,000 that I invested adds another zero and turns to $500,000, I'm now questioning, should I hold this, or should I sell some of it? Should I take my initial investment, or should I take my initial investment plus some profit? So that's what we deal with day in and day out. And when you build that exit strategy, you have to find a way to not be greedy. Because what I've seen is, like, let's say I bring up an exit strategy here. Let's say I have 90,000 here, and I'm like, all right, well, it's at $5 of a price. I have $450,000, right? Yes, I could have $1 million. It gets to $10, I could have $900,000. But this is also basically a 10x from where I was. At 50 cents to $5, it's basically a 10x. Oh, it is a 10x. So I'm like, why don't I take a little bit of that? Why don't I take my initial investment? Why don't I take 100,000? But if you're greedy and you go, let me get to $10, you might see it decrease a lot more for a number of years before it ends up increasing. And you couldn't find a way now to take that $100,000 and maybe even reinvest some of the money into other plays, right? There could be something else out there that's an opportunity, and now you have the money to find that opportunity. So just because you want to gain everything in this one play doesn't mean it's going to happen that way. Because now that you take $100,000, I can say, oh, you know what? This meme coin over here looks really, really good. All positives. It's on many other exchanges and it still hasn't exploded yet. I want to invest $1,000 into it. That's not breaking the bank, because you just made an extra $50,000. Yes, you have to pay taxes on it, especially if it's short term. But you're still able to invest $1,000 there, or $500 or whatever, and turn that into gold as well. So, yeah. Now we still have to understand that the XRP ETF is on the way, and ETFs are hit or miss, right? You saw what happened with Bitcoin and how much that exploded and then ended up decreasing. And then you see what happened to Ethereum, and there was no explosion. I expected an explosion, but it didn't get that, and it fell pretty hard, even catching a couple of liquidation trades, which sucked. But the XRP ETF is on the way. And we have articles like this, which this was from September 12th, updated through September 12th, but it just talks about the XRP ETF and how it jumped as high as 9%, with the Grayscale introducing the XRP Trust that could pave the way for the ETF. So if you don't know anything about that, let's dive into this. The price of the XRP token jumped Thursday after Grayscale announced the launch of the new trust that gives accredited investors direct exposure to the cryptocurrency. Now, what this generally does is, in ETFs, what this does is allow traditionalists to get invested into the markets without directly investing on an exchange and have that risk there. While you're on the ETF side, you're basically investing into that play without investing directly into it. XRP was last higher by more than 4.8% at 56 cents a coin, according to Coin Metrics earlier. It rose as much as 9%. XRP was created by the founders of Ripple. Is a native token of the open source XRP ledger, which Ripple uses in its cross-border payments business. It is the fifth largest coin by market cap, excluding stablecoins Tether and USDC. Unlike an exchange-traded fund, the trust will be primarily traded or trade over the counter. Trusts are also more susceptible to trading at a price that does not line up with the underlying value of the portfolio. As crypto investors diversify beyond Bitcoin and Ethereum, we believe in providing exposure to protocols that solve real world problems. Grayscale's head of product and research said in a statement shared with CNBC, XRP can reduce frictions in international payments, enabling more efficient in an evolving global economy. So again, a lot of people see the value in where XRP can be and what it can do. But I guess the SEC is the only one fighting against it because maybe they also see that and they don't want XRP to be that thing, right? Because Ripple does control a lot of the escrow right now, meaning that if it was a major part of this economy, then our government could be diluted by Ripple by month, right? Just like how, we're diluted in a way, they could also be diluted, and they want to have that power. That's what I'm believing, right? It's not 100% confirmed, but that's what I'm believing. So Ripple, the largest holder of XRP coins, scored a partial victory last summer after a 3-year battle with the Securities and Exchange Commission. Judge Annalisa Torres ruled that XRP is not considered a security when sold to retail investors on exchanges. But it is considered an unregistered security offering if sold to institutional investors. This was hailed as a landmark win for the crypto industry because the majority of people that are buying it at the moment is from retail investors that are getting into it. And maybe that's just to say that they want retail to be diluted and not institutions to be diluted, because you can devalue the business by what they are holding in their assets. So I can totally understand that side of it, but we have to know the reasoning. If that's the reason why you're saying it, you don't want businesses to be diluted, then say that, right? But they gave no information. They just said that this is the reason why or this is it over here, and this is this over here, and then no further explanation. Grayscale also made history shortly after when the court ruled that the SEC was wrong to deny the crypto investment giant permission to convert its popular Bitcoin trust into an ETF. The agency approved the necessary rule change in January. The Grayscale Bitcoin Trust and Grayscale Ethereum Trust began trading in January and July of this year, respectively, as ETFs. Major cryptocurrencies were flat on Thursday. Bitcoin was, so yeah, they just go through that. So what does this tell you? One, that we're going to see an XRP ETF that comes up. Honestly, XRP was the first one, besides Bitcoin, to be that next level, because we understand how valuable XRP can be at the current moment. But with the SEC fighting it, it's kind of stalling that progress and stalling those partnerships. So we'll see an ETF come along, and we'll probably see a massive price pump because of that. And hopefully the SEC is not involved with this at that point. But I don't know. I agree with you, Matthew, on the power thing related to XRP. Yeah. They always want power. The U.S. wants power and wants their dollar to reign supreme. Even if it's not more valuable, let's say, than the euro, it's still highly usable in all around the world, every country around the world. So at that point, like you said, there's going to be a buyback. At that point, if they're not allowing institutions to for Ripple to sell directly to them, and they're selling directly to retail traders and investors on exchanges, then we are going to hold majority of XRP. And when they do need it, the banks need it, when the government needs it, when these institutions need it, we are going to be the ones that they are buying from. Especially if the government needs it, they're going to be the ones that are buying from it because they want to use it as a reserve currency. And if they do, then they need a lot of it. And the value of that will massively increase because of supply and demand. So, the world had no clue what XRP really is. I mean, there's a lot of people that don't. What exactly does XRP offer that make it any value at all? Honest question. So I appreciate the question. When you look at our system right now and how we spend money and where we hold our money, first we hold our money with banks. If we have a significant amount of money in a bank and you say I want to take out $10,000 from this bank, one, you can't do that on a card, right? If you wanted to do it in person, they're going to question you to get it in cash. In order for you to make that transaction, they're going to deny it, then call you. There's so many processes in place, not for safety reasons for you, it's safety reasons for them. Because what they do with your money, as you have $10,000 in there, is they loan that money 10 times over to other people, meaning that they don't even have your money after you give it to them. Because they already loaned it out. They already promised it to someone else, and they promised it to 10 other people. So with that, you have a problem getting out your money from the bank. However, let's disregard that. Let's go through a regular transaction. You go to a grocery store, you make a transaction. It may seem instantaneous that the bank is going to take the money out of your account and move it over to their account. Everything is pending, though. It actually takes a longer process for them to go through this, but they just mirror an instantaneous process by having that middleman that says, we're going to do this, but we haven't received the money yet. Or we're going to do this, but we haven't taken the money out yet. When it comes to cryptocurrency, when it comes to XRP, it happens in a matter of seconds. So while I take my wallet out and I go, I want to give you 5 XRP, it's going to happen in maybe 2 seconds. And it will hit your account. By the time you refresh, it's already hitting your account, meaning that that money transaction or that transaction there happened instantaneous. And that's not only for just me to you, that's also for country to country, that's also for bank to bank, that's also for institution to institution, institution to person, person to bank, bank to bank, bank to person, all of those different transactions there, meaning that that can happen swiftly. It can happen something that's it can happen cheaper as well. It's going to cost you pennies or fractions of a penny in order to do that. And then also you're going to have the speed, you're going to have the cost, you're going to have the security as well of trading on the blockchain. I mean, everything has its own issues. If you wire money to the wrong number, you're also going to wire it somewhere else. You're also going to send that money somewhere else and you're not getting it back, right? Unless they, send it back there. Same thing goes for cryptocurrency. If you make a mistake, then you make a mistake. You're held accountable in that instance. But XRP provides a huge amount of value by that, but then also having a max supply. So if you have a 100 billion coins, right? And you decide that money needs to go somewhere else, or so much money needs to go somewhere else. One, if you don't have enough, the supply and demand kick in to where now the price has risen. Now everybody else's XRP is now valuable or more valuable, but you also don't have an issue to where you can just print more and dilute all of the other people that are holding that, right? If the US wants more money for funding, they're not backed, like the money is not backed by gold or pinned to the price of gold anymore. It's just paper. So when they want to print more, they print more and it devalues what you are holding. Not necessarily saying that my dollar is not a dollar, but it's not going to buy the same thing that it bought yesterday. and it's not going to buy the same thing that it bought 2 years ago. You're going to need more dollars in order to buy those things that you wanted to buy 2 years ago. So it's providing a lot higher or a lot more value in this world if you can fully implement it in banks. And when you're talking about cross-border transactions, that's going to be huge in the amount of time that it saves, the money that it saves, as well as just being more usable, just being better all over. So, anyways, that's the way that I look at it utility-wise. That really gives it its value. And that's not even the end of it, right? There's more. But that's my main pitching point for, XRP. I see XRP hitting 5,000 very soon as Donald takes over. Whatever your opinions are, damn, that's a quick transfer. Yeah, it happens in a matter of seconds, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. This is pretty much 2,000 all over again, just 1,000x better. People don't even know. Yeah. People tend to deny a lot of these things that they're not used to. You're not used to what you're not used to, right? And when they deny those things, you end up saying the same thing over and over again every single time one of these life-changing scenarios happens. I wish I would have invested money into it. I wish I would have listened to this person. And I mean, people want to hear what they want to hear, and it's okay. It's perfectly fine. I'm not going to tell you that you have to buy XRP. I'm not going to tell you that you have to buy Bitcoin or have to buy cryptocurrency. I really think that everybody should own at least a little bit of cryptocurrency. There are financial experts out there that just for the hell of it, they own a decent amount of cryptocurrency. Not saying it's like 10% or 50% of their portfolio, but it definitely is, they have like 1%. And some people, that 1% could be $1 million, right? But for others, that 1% could be $10,000 or $1,000. But the point is that they have money invested into crypto for what crypto could be. Now, those people also say something that we see more times than not. I should have invested more into crypto. Just like they said, I should have invested more into the internet. I should have invested more into, Apple or Amazon or cell phones or the cell phone industry or something, right? They always say the same thing over and over again. I should have invested more into here. Because they weren't denying that I invest more into here. I just didn't do it because you weren't 100% comfortable with it. And I think nobody is 100% comfortable with it. I'm not 100% comfortable with it. I'm still, 80-20. I love crypto. I have a large portion of my short-term portfolio in cryptocurrency. You can see that. I'm very transparent on how much I have in my dividend portfolio, not how much I have in my Roth IRA and 529 accounts and all that stuff. That just stays over there. I don't even really, I fund it. I don't look at it. I don't do anything with it. Roth IRA I do, but my 529 accounts, I want to start doing that with the kids to where they invest into whatever they want to invest into, whatever business they're comfortable with, just so that, yes, it's not going to grow at the rate that the 529 account is going to grow, but it does provide her with knowledge of how to invest. And that's crucial in this world. Anyways, guys, I have to go and eat some lunch, but this is a good live stream. It was great to be live with you guys and talk to you about XRP. But I guess maybe we can finish with this, like why Ripple's next move could be the biggest yet for XRP. That's a lot to read. I don't want to have to go through that. I can barely read as it is because, dyslexia is a real thing. But XRP was always changing lives. XRP will melt faces. We'll be hearing that we've been hearing that since 2017. It's not going anywhere. No, I understand. However you feel is however you feel. What do you feel is going to be significant in this crypto market, or do you think that crypto is not going to be significant? What do you think is going to have an impact in this market? I'm interested. Thanks, man. First time watcher. Well, thank you for being here. Also, thank you for being a subscriber, because this chat is subscribers only. So I do appreciate you for being a subscriber and coming through and chatting with me, because it means the world. Do XRPL memes have the potential to wait to do pump XRP? I mean, anything has a potential chance to pump any memes have a potential chance to pump something, but I think XRP gets its pumps from more utility based news than it does um, memes, because it's kind of like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Ethereum and Bitcoin don't run based on memes; they run based on utility. AI is going to be big. I don't disagree with you. I think AI is going to be big, but my only question is, how do you truly implement that into crypto? How do you implement crypto into AI? That's my only question. That's consistently usable, because I can understand implementing it in small ways, but I don't know of a way that you can implement it over time. You know, have a good one. Eat well, friend. Thank you for the live. Yeah, no problem. I will. I don't even know what I'm eating at this point. Um, I need to eat something. If the U.S. would get off its butt and pass some black and white crypto regulations, um, only then will crypto absolutely skyrocket and melt faces, um, so to speak. I agree with you, Fire King. First of all, thank you for being here and chatting away. But I agree with you, 100%. Once we have regulation and truly understand where crypto is going, because crypto is not going to be, it's going to be accepted. It's not like it's not going to be accepted. It's just um, what are the rules behind that, investing into a crypto or having a crypto in the platform? I wouldn't be surprised if Casper became the leading crypto, but also can imagine the market where a completely new coin takes over everything. Who knows? I can I can see I can see instances to where many coins can take over. I know the U.S. is a big fan of Solana, um, but I don't see how Solana could really take over. I believe they have an unlimited supply in Solana, right? If I'm correct me if I'm wrong. Please correct me. Yes, they have an unlimited max supply. They can print as much as they want or make as much as they want. So that's a little bit of an issue, and I don't think Solana could truly take over you. And that's probably the reason why the U.S. is so kind of for Solana, is because it gives them the ability to dilute if they have an impact there, but they still would need that impact on the Solana chain from Solana execs. Um, I agree. We don't know how to implement it yet. It's hard to see anything in the future, especially 5 years from now. Technology is changing quickly. No one foresaw the internet in 1992. That's very true. They didn't foresee it, and there was many businesses that were created because of that. But I think the issue that we're dealing with now is this is cryptocurrency is not a business. Cryptocurrency is that it's a currency, right? It's how do you implement utilizing crypto, which is a currency, in utilizing AI? Does it come with a subscription where that subscription is paid in this cryptocurrency? Is it something where to utilize the AI, it takes tokens like it does one of those machines where kids ride on and just shake around, which the kids love, by the way. Uh, I don't know why. I'm Harper 7. She still loves riding on one of those things. I understand Hayden liking it, but it's fun. You see those things, and those are the only toys that are in the mall or in the outlets. But anyways, we're not talking about that. But how do you truly implement it? That's my only question. Is I really like AI, and I think it's going to be great for a business side of things. But how do you do that? Like with gaming, cryptocurrency technically has been involved in gaming for the longest period of time, because you have let's say NBA 2K, whatever year, you have virtual currency, you have VC that you spend. That could be something where you have a wallet and it's linked directly to whatever that currency is, whether it's Gallo or whatever other gaming token it could be. So gaming has a way to implement that. Transactions has a way to implement that. Trying to think other ways. Real estate has a way of implementing that with maybe Ethereum or something. But when it comes to use of AI right now, the AI is free to use. So how do you implement the spending of that coin or the use of that coin into this AI project? Again, it's gonna take more than just looking at a chatbot, because that's what AI is right now, where it's like the chatbot as well as technology or computers that can think. But how do you utilize it? Maybe it could be through. I know Elon Musk just introduced a cyber taxi. Maybe it could be through that, where it's now like an Uber system, but you're utilizing cryptocurrency with that. So there's ways, but I just don't know how to implement it. Anyways, appreciate the conversation though. Guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, if you could hit the link down below for Margex. Check it out. Get signed up. You can do up to a 50x leverage on Margex, and you can see all the different gains that I do have on here. I have a 5x leverage on Pepe, and I'm up $519 on a $200 investment. I'm up $2,000 or close to $2,000 on Ethereum, which is to $1,800 here. You guys can't see it. You can only see the ones up top. But either way, $184, $233, $204 or 100%, 233%, and so on and so forth. So feel free to check it out if you guys are interested in leverage trading. If you're not familiar with it, don't just risk everything that you own. Get some education. Anyways, guys, Matt, buy me a car. Oh, no, I'm not going to do that. I respectfully decline on that one. I haven't even bought my nephew a car, my niece a car, and they just got their permits. Obviously, they're not going to be able to have a car right now, but they just got their permits. So I don't know what we're going to do. And once they do learn how to drive and they're off to college and doing their thing, maybe we can find a way to get them a lower end car. But either way, I appreciate you coming through here and commenting, but I will respectfully decline. All right. Anyways, guys, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Check out the link for Margex. I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you all in the next video or live stream or something.